Welcome to the Village Idiots podcast. I am your DM, Nathan. With me tonight, I have Justin.
Hello.
Emily.
Hello.
Nicole.
Sup?
And Jordan.
Hey.
We are a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. Whew. This is our 14th episode, guys. We did it.
Cool.
Whoa. No bad luck last episode.
We're in high school now.
Yes, we are.
Breaking records.
So, at the end of every episode, we name a village idiot. Last week's village idiot was, for the first time ever, Jordan! Or Aggamir.
Woo!
So, Jordan, what happened last week?
Well, last week... That's a great question, isn't it?
You're usually the one that remembers.
My notes are all like mixed up here.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
We're screwed.
Yeah, when the responsible one doesn't remember.
So, do you need a hand? I think I'm trying to remember exactly where the episode started. Was it after when we met Ord? Or no, that was
towards the end.
I thought it was after we had defeated the spiders was where we ended that one, and then we picked up the next morning after we rested and we had the breakfast with Safina's dad.
Yeah, because like we went to the university. We met Zach Stormwind. Zach. Is that 2 episodes back, or is that the last one?
That's the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. He's a tiefling. He's very brooding.
And what was the other one? Brandon?
Brandon.
I've got him listed as half-orc bro healing student in a tank top and Kanye glasses. So we met with Dorena Ravenridge. We managed to, after being guided through the university by those 2 colorful gents, we met up with Dorena Ravenridge, which was Dr. Milo Thornburn's old colleague.
Wait, this was 2 episodes back.
No, you're right. It is 2 episodes back because it's the one that we just released. This is 12 because that's when I touched the pendant.
And I was the village idiot at the end of that episode.
Yeah, because she's the one who made me do it.
Yeah, 13 started right after that happened, when Dru was in the experimentation chamber.
Okay.
Yeah, because I put my hand out and I was like, itchy! And it was like the symbol, and then that's where it ended. And then that's where episode 12 ends. And then episode 13 picks up where I'm in the chamber.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the chamber, then we go to the library, then...
Yeah, we met with Tammy, the librarian bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Bugbear!
Yeah. So...
Yes.
Yeah, Drew had encountered a being in a void that consisted of a jade eye with multiple eyes around it that sprouted tentacles. And we are of the conclusion that this is the mysterious shepherd. She's got its symbol that was at the mosaic on the palm of her hand. We went to the library. We met Tammy. Spelled with 3 M's and 2 I's.
Mm-hmm.
And a Y.
Tammy 3, Ron's third wife.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Yes, my mother's name is Tammy. What about it?
Why do you ask?
But yeah, we were researching in the library. We found that Idringen came from mountainous regions of the Wild Continent Tour. He was in a town called Helm's Firth in the northernmost region of the Tor Mountains. He was a 47-year-old human cleric at his time of coming to Ilari, and his town was burned down in an orcish raid. But very little. He died shortly after coming to what became Ilar's birth. We found that the old legends state that the shepherd was said to guide the dead to the afterlife. And then I think we went and called it a night. We went to a tavern. I bumped into a goblin named Reg, who asked me for money, and I scared him off. But he slipped a note in my hip pocket. We went into the bar. We met with Ord, which is Scar's contact at the Precinct. He's a bugbear with a very rich and powerful voice. He's part of Tesvig Duvet's honor guard, and he kind of went over the plan with us, and basically the idea is that the 3 of us are going to operate as mercenaries, working under Scar, to investigate the other golden mantles in the city. And then I checked a note in my pocket when we got up to our room. Found out that someone wanted to meet me in the back alley. I decided to take Scar along because I thought I was being a goody two-shoes. I was like, who wants to meet me? and it turns out I brought a cop to like a black market deal, basically.
You couldn't have known.
Still.
I feel like there were hints. I feel like you still shouldn't have brought a cop.
No, I know. But I didn't want to put Saph in danger. And I think
Saph loves that shit. Are you kidding me? If you had been like, hey, someone slipped a note in my pocket to meet them in the back alley, Saph would have been like, oh, hell, let's go. It's an adventure.
Yep.
Aggamir knows this, but he's kind of got us. I think he's kind of like, he's like, there's too much risk.
He needed muscle.
That's it. Close range.
I may be small, but I have a big gun.
This is true. Just go up on the roof. Just watch from above. No. But yeah, I went and met with them. It turns out he works for someone in the barony. Talaria. Is that the right name of the area, Nate?
The barony of Talaria, yeah.
Talaria, okay. And I sold my gems off for 250 gold apiece. I took their deal and did not fight. And we did not fight two huge plate-clad people. And that's where it ended.
Dope.
Yeah. So, you all have slept the night, and you wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed in Fellows, in the Tavern Inn and Inn. Is that what we named that tavern?
No, that was mini campaign.
The Innocent Moon Tavern.
Ah, right. So you wake up in the tavern, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. What do y'all want to do?
Don't I need to report to my precinct?
I was like, we have to go to work? I know this isn't real life, but I think we should go to work.
Yeah. You have to eat a good breakfast, and then you have to commute to work. It's going to take about 45 minutes, so it'll be most of this episode.
Emily probably still has those little baby mushroom things.
Yes,
stuffed mushrooms in her pocket.
Mushroom stuffed mushrooms.
Those have probably gone bad by now. Stinky cheese.
Just because the cheese is stinky doesn't mean it doesn't keep well.
Cheese doesn't keep well out of a refrigerator.
May I suggest magic?
Yeah, so we gotta go to work.
I hate this.
Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
I get up, I get coffee, I wash my face, brush my teeth, take a shower. I hate this.
Aggamir goes and does his yoga.
I pour myself a cup of ambition. I was literally just listening to it outside.
Oh my God.
That's her equivalent of my Good Morning Baltimore.
Good morning, Baltimore.
Emily doesn't like hairspray, which I'm still
I don't.
flabbergasted
For
by.
a theater
with
person.
With all of its rich social injustice subplots and...
I don't know what it is. The music, I can't get into it. I don't like it.
Dilly,
it's really annoying to me.
Sorry. Anyway.
So, you are going to work.
Yeah, we're going to work.
Yeah, we're going to work. Let us go to work.
You arrive at the precinct. It looks a little bit of a mess. There are copper mantles swarming around the building, coming in, going out. You know, it's just a hive of activity. They look like little worker bees buzzing all around. So there are all types, and there seems to be great urgency. This district is one of the most troubled of Fellows. So you are in front of the precinct. I imagine you all go inside?
Yeah. Do we need a key card?
No. It's just a building.
Okay.
Let's head inside.
Okay. You are inside the precinct. There's even more activity inside. You see along one of the walls, there's just, it's just plastered with papers, which look like jobs. People are going up and ripping them off and going about their business and going out of the precinct. So towards the back, you see someone who appears to be in charge, kind of barking orders at people. She is a rather tall Goliath.
What's that? I don't even know what that is.
A Goliath is 7 or 8 foot tall, humanoid. Looks like a human, just really tall.
Oh, okay.
Madame Maxine.
Oh.
Yes, very, very buff.
My eyes open wide I cannot fathom something that big.
Title of your sex tape.
Yeah, it's easily 3 times as tall as Saph.
Wow.
So, she seems to be the one in charge. Do you go over to her?
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, we are following Scar. Like, she's the leader right now. She's our boss, technically, right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Goliath, as you all approach, she looks at Scar and says, "You, newbie! Come on, get a move on. Get to the board. Pick a task, get on out. We'll get your mercenaries figured out later."
Okay, you got it. So I go.
Is she
over
gonna
to
roll
the-
for a task?
I don't know. Yeah, or do I have to? Did you have like a bunch written down that I can choose from or something?
Why don't you take one down?
Okay, I take one down.
What does it say?
Seriously?
Yeah.
It says that there is. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm not the DM. This is terrible.
Someone's cabbages have been stolen.
Oh, that's a great last
That's a
Airbender
good one.
reference. Yes, let's do that. Someone wrecked some guy's cabbage cart.
Won't stop wrecking his cabbage cart into stalking situation.
The cabbage bandit is on the loose.
That poor guy.
Every time he sets up, his cabbage cart gets fucked up, and we don't know why.
It's so good. I wonder if like the writers just didn't like cabbage.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, somebody wrecked this poor guy's cabbage cart, and I don't know. That's a great one, though.
Okay, so the address that's listed on the job, it's pretty close. It's only about 2 blocks away. Should you choose to accept it?
I'm down with cabbage thief or cabbage vandal hunting.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
I can inflict wounds on a cabbage vandal.
Aggamir's like, man, is this really going to get us closer to, whatever. Let's do it.
Side quest.
We don't know who did this yet. It could be someone big. It could be some like underground food cart wrecking ring. I don't know.
There's rumblings of a bigger misdeed happening here.
Yeah.
Nice. So you arrive at the location of this wrecked cabbage cart, and sitting there is a tabaxi weeping softly next to some cabbages all over the floor on the road.
I'm gonna nudge Safina because she's like the bright sunny spot, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, go over and comfort him."
Okay. I walk over.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Right?
Out of all of us.
Okay, I walk over. I squat down. I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, "Don't worry, we're here to help."
Oh, hello, child. Thank you.
What?
You are a child.
I'm a halfling.
Oh, excuse me. I just have these tears in my eyes.
I love that you're wiping your face.
I'm sorry. I don't have any cabbages to sell you. They've all been destroyed by the vandal.
It's okay. What's your name? We'll help you out.
They call me Lights by the River.
Oh,
Is that long for something?
Is that long for something?
No, you may call me River.
Okay, River. Can you point us in the direction of the vandal?
It is a gnome, a tricky gnome named Fenna.
Oh, you know the person's name?
She is the other cabbage merchant in town.
Oh, she's running a monopoly.
how many times has your cabbage cart been vandalized by this cabbage vandal?
Twice. This will be the 3rd time.
That's messed up.
I'm sorry. Can we help you put together your card again first?
Okay, before we do that.
No, we have to do things.
Roll for carpentry.
Did you 100% see this person vandalize your cart?
Well, I didn't see her, but I know it was her.
So you didn't see the act take place? You weren't there when your cart got vandalized?
I come here in the morning and it was broken.
Okay. Do you have any other witnesses, possibly? Anybody that was around in the area that may have seen something that you could point us to?
Well, you can ask the Godiva over there. She runs the meat stand. She comes in early to hang the meats in the stall. Maybe she saw something.
Okay. So rest assured that we are going to do everything we can. We will find who vandalized your cart. I apologize for this ordeal.
Thank you.
And we will investigate, what did you say this other cabbage vendor's name was?
Fenna.
Fenna.
So I wanted to roll investigation to see if I can see like any other footprints or like any sort of clues that might, like, pieces of fabric. This is like cop work now. I'm like in Law and Order mode.
Investigate.
Yeah, so I just wanted to roll for investigation to see if I can like see any sort of like clues or something that could possibly help with the investigation.
Sweet. I will let you roll with advantage on this because you are used to investigating this type of stuff.
Nice.
17.
Okay. You see that the wheels of the cart have been broken. It looks like the axle and the wheels were both taken out. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of damage done to the top of the cart.
So the cabbages are safe.
Well,
No, they're destroyed, right?
yeah, it's the axle and the wheels on one side, so it toppled over, but it looks like all the damage was done to the base of the cart.
Whoever did this wanted them to not be able to move it, is basically what.
Yeah.
It might also suggest somebody small.
Like a female gnome.
Maybe they wanted to make it look like it was her, though.
She's such a cop.
I watch way too many detective shows. So I want to talk to the Godiva, or whatever. Is their name Godiva, or did you call them the Godiva?
Her name is Godiva.
Oh, okay.
The meat merchant.
Lady Godiva. Okay.
Lady Godiva.
So across the way, there's an elderly half-elf merchant. She has seen you all come up and has been watching lights over the river, crying, but has been trying to sell her wares nonetheless. Hello, welcome. Would you like some of the finest meat this side of Ada's Bounty? We have jerky, we have quail, we've got these nice roasted partridge.
How much for the roasted, wait, what was it? Quail? I like quail.
The quail will be 2 coppers.
I'll take some jerky.
The jerky also. It's a copper apiece.
All right, well, I'll take some quail.
Excellent. She brings it down off the rack and gives it to you. How many jerky do you want, Aggamir? This is very important.
3.
3 jerky, minus 3 copper.
No.
While we're here, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Well, sure. Anything for the copper mantles of fellows?
When you were here this morning, when you arrived at your cart, was River's cart already destroyed, or was it intact?
Oh, the cart was very much intact when I arrived.
And then can you walk me through your morning?
Oh, okay. Well, I live not too far from here, and I wake up at, about the witching hour, somewhere around there, and I have a cup of tea, and then I have to set the roastery going to roast my wares, and I do that for about low and slow for about 3 or 4 hours, and after that I come here and clean the cart, make sure there's no dust on it, and that's when I saw a River's cart was intact, And then after I clean, I come back. I go back to get the meat, and I hang it up. And when I came back, the cart was ruined. It really is quite sad. This must be the third time it's happened.
You didn't see any people before you went to go get the meat?
No.
Do you know of anyone that would want to do this to Rivers?
Well, there is another vendor of cabbage who may not take so kindly to there being another cabbage merchant in this part of town. River's only been here for about a month, and maybe he's stepped on some toes.
What can you tell me about River? What do you know?
Oh, well, he's quite nice. Cabbage isn't quite my taste. I prefer meat and potatoes, but you know, he's a fine enough street merchant neighbor.
You said he's only been here for about a month, and he's been stepping on toes. Where is he from originally? Has he told anyone?
Oh, I haven't asked. It's just so nice. I don't really care where you're from. If you are a nice person, I will be nice to you.
Is that all you know about River?
That's about it. Just we talk in passing.
Do you know any of his associates who he hangs out with?
No, we really just talk on the streets here. So not much about any outside world. We keep it professional.
Okay.
I think we should go investigate this other cabbage vendor, and I feel like we've heard about it a lot, so let's go talk to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, where can we find this other cabbage vendor, Fenna?
Oh, on the other side of the market, there's you'll see it's built into the side of the building. It's quite an established location.
Okay.
So we go there.
Okay.
Thank you for the meat. Have a great day.
It's delicious.
Oh, yes, you too. So you head over to the other, to Fenna's shop. It says, Fenna's Fine Vegetables. It looks to be some sort of an establishment in this area. And there is a gnome that you assume is Fenna there working the stand. Hello, welcome. What can I get for you? We've got some fantastic eggplant, and we've got cabbage and peppers, tomatoes, what have you.
I feel like this is out of character. I feel like I want to go in real heavy-handed and just like intimidate the shit out of her, and then someone can play good cop. But like, just like, have you ever, in the movie when like you get a tip of like who is absolutely 100% like who everyone thinks did it, and they go in like guns blazing, like arresting them, and like it's a real big deal, and then you find out that it definitely wasn't them, and you're just like, ooh.
Ooh. Nice. You want this to be the first act of Law and Order.
Yeah, pretty much. Or any detective show. That's kind of like what happens. We've been watching Lucifer a lot, and that's like that first suspect is usually never who it is.
Is that a detective show?
It is, actually. It's kind of like Castle. It's like a buddy cop thing with Satan, and it's amazing.
With Satan?
Yeah, so the person who it is always the person that you meet at the beginning of the episode, but not the person that it's thought to be.
Not always. But most of the time it is. It's just hilarious. Anyway, so I kind of want to just like go in like heavy-handed, like guns blazing, like.
Who do you want to be your good cop?
I don't know, Aggamir, you're so sweet and nice.
I'll try.
Or you're the more reasonable one, I should say.
I have pretty high charisma, if you want to take that into account.
Oh yeah, true.
What's your charisma?
What's your charisma?
They're the same.
Isn't it like +4?
It's +4 to persuasion.
Oh yeah, that was it.
+2 to charisma.
Same.
What are your stats, Aggamir?
I have +2 in charisma.
Okay, well then.
But you have higher persuasion.
I have a +2 to intimidation.
If anything, I was going to say, I have a +6 to intimidation.
Do you really?
What the fuck?
I'm doubly proficient in it. I chose it as my double proficiency.
What the hell?
Why haven't you been intimidating people then?
I intimidated Reg.
You don't want to see him when he's angry. Oh, yeah, you're right.
All right, so then Aggamir, you be bad cop.
Oh.
And Emily can be, or Drew can be good cop. Sorry. And I'm just so used to calling y'all by your names. And I can step in as like the copper mantle and break it up. And then get to the bottom of it.
Okay. We can try this. I'll walk up all in a huff.
It's a very weird script, but okay. Jordan's like, I didn't want to be good cop, and now I'm bad cop, and I hate this.
No, you're a good cop. Aggamir's bad cop.
That's what I said. Jordan's like, I didn't even want to be good cop, and now I'm bad cop.
Yeah, your +6 to intimidation changed in my mind.
All right. So, fueled with righteous fury at the sight of the Tabaxi tears, I stride up to the front counter of this gnome's establishment. I slam my hand down on the ground, and I'm just like, what do you know about that? What's going on with that's the third time this has happened to that poor cabbage vendor. You're the only person around here that stands to gain from this.
I step in the middle and I'm like, whoa, Aggie, calm down, man, back it up. And I turn around and I'm like, listen, I'm so sorry about my colleague here. He's a bit of a hothead. We don't want to fight. We just want to find out what's going on. What can you tell us?
What is happening? Why are you people here and accosting me in my stand? I'm just trying to work.
No one's accosting you. My coworker is a little upset. He has his grandmother was a tabaxi. He's very upset. So this other cabbage vendor, River, has been coming around and his cart's turned up 3 times now, busted up. What do you got to say about that?
Fenna starts loading some vegetables into a barrel, and she says, I don't know anything about that. I haven't seen that vendor before in my life.
All right. I rolled a 17, and okay, so, I come back to the counter, I slam both my hands down, I'm like, that tabaxi's been here for a month. Are you blind?
Ooh, you did this. Tell me you did this.
I'm just like, lying is not going to bode well for you.
Intimidate her.
He's like, give me one reason. Give me one reason.
Fenna now starts openly weeping. I don't know anything about this. I would never.
I kneel down and I put my arm around her and I'm like, hey, now it's okay. It's okay. I'm so sorry. Take a deep breath. Do you need some water?
Roll me a persuasion, please.
See, this is why I wanted these two to do this. I didn't want the only one doing the cop work. This is hysterical.
I rolled an 18 and I have a +4 to persuasion.
Nice. No, it's okay. It's so hard running this stand and, having to keep up with the gardening and get the vegetables out. And it's just...
I understand. Take a deep breath.
I just don't have... Why would I have the time to... No.
So, can you tell us about anyone who might want to hurt River? And maybe make it look like you did it?
I don't know. I don't know River well enough. He's been here for a few weeks maybe?
It looks like someone's trying to set you up to make it look like you did this.
Do you have any enemies?
What? I'm being framed?
So, is there anyone who doesn't like you?
Well, not that I know. Everyone's very friendly to me.
I gave her a tissue from my, many tissues in my, bag.
Are Scar and I watching this and listening to this the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I turn to Scar and I go, maybe River did it for the insurance money.
Do you think there's a lot of insurance money in...
I thought that would go over better. Jeez,
Carts.
you guys.
You were making a joke. Well, we thought you were serious.
I thought he was being serious too.
Yeah.
It's a funny joke.
This is why my husband doesn't think I think he's funny.
It's dumb in world. That's why we didn't know what to say to it.
You said it very matter-of-factly. Like,
your humor is too dry. It's like Nathan.
I'm ahead of my time.
That'd be funny, though.
yeah.
Okay, I turn to Scar and I go, maybe River did it for the insurance money.
So, Scar, you want to come in and like break it up now? Ask your own questions?
Well, yeah, I definitely had questions. Well, you say everyone is super nice and everything, which is something we keep hearing, but something tells me that that's not exactly the truth. Is there anyone close to you that you know that would want to take this guy out for you? Or, do you have a husband or a wife or any children or anything that would, see this guy as the competition and want to take him out?
Well, I have a family, but I wouldn't. They would never do something like that.
Mm-hmm. And you know that for sure?
Absolutely.
Can anybody account for your whereabouts around the witching hour?
Well, yes, my husband can. I was asleep in bed.
Can you give us your address or the whereabouts of your husband so we can go and speak to him?
Well, it's the apartment right above the shop.
Okay. Is he there now?
He should be. He's watching the children.
Okay. I can't fault you for that. You're the breadwinner. I like it.
You're the breadwinner. I like it.
What can you tell me about River? Even though you say he's only been here for a few weeks, do you see him? Who do you see him consorting with? Do you know anything about him?
Oh, well, I know he sells cabbages. There's nothing wrong with a little healthy competition,
I'm gonna roll to see if she's being genuine.
Okay, roll an insight.
Where my insight checks at?
12.
Okay, she is being truthful.
Is that truthful, or if I rolled higher, I would find out she wasn't being truthful?
Who knows?
Someone else want to roll some insight? I don't know. Get a higher roll, add it to mine.
I think I believe her.
I know, I kind of do too, which is annoying, but then this is more annoying because we have to figure out who did this.
The plot goes deeper.
Yeah, because now this is a dead end.
I rolled a 19 to insight.
She is being truthful to your ears.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Well, don't go anywhere.
Well, I won't. I have to man the stall.
Don't skip town.
Don't leave town.
We might have some more questions for you.
Why would I leave my husband and my children? What kind of monster do you think I am?
Have a good day.
At this point, Aggamir feels really bad, and he's just like, how much for the eggplant?
You go ahead and take it. It's on the house, sir.
She's like, just take it.
I insist. I put down 2 copper.
Oh, thank you.
I feel so bad that I passed the buck off of being bad cop to you, because you definitely did not want to do that.
It's okay. I've been wanting to use the intimidation for a while.
That's what I'm saying. There you go.
I just didn't expect to use it on like a working mother. Probably like 8. Just trying to make it in the city.
On a working mother.
Oh gosh,
that's D&D. You won't intimidate hordes of orcs or goblins or anything like that. You will intimidate working mothers of 8.
Of 8. Oh my god. So is that canon? She has 8 children.
It is now.
Oh,
wow, that husband's got his hands full. Let's go talk to the husband really fast.
I mean, why? I guess. All right. We don't have anything else to do. We might as well.
It might not be the person that everyone else suspects, but someone definitely tried to make it look like it was her, or it was someone that is closely, I don't know, also small. Maybe she's married to another half elf or a halfling or someone small, so that they didn't mean for it to look like her, but they wanted to take out her competition because, I don't know, 8 children. They felt like they didn't need any competition. They needed all the money they could get from the stand.
That's valid.
Maybe I should be intimidating this Godiva lady. The elderly woman.
I was gonna
The elderly woman.
If you had a problem with working mothers intimidating them, you're definitely gonna have a problem intimidating elderly women. Anyway, let's take a trip up to see the husband.
Sounds good.
Okay.
It's always the husband. I'm just kidding.
It's always the husband. Why do you think there's so many country songs about murdering them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get up to the apartment. How do you all approach talking to the husband? Or how do you want to... Are you knocking on the door? Are you busting it down? What are you doing?
I don't know, Aggamir, you're going to bust it down?
Scare 8 children.
You want to intimidate the children?
Do you want to introduce yourself as a mantle? Maybe?
Me?
Yeah.
It's
your investigation. Where are your help? Yeah.
I don't want this to be all about me. It's not the Scarlet Show. There's a bunch of us.
Too bad.
I seem to remember a certain sound clip that says, "I promise I will not be a podcast hog."
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to be.
Okay.
God.
All right. How about Saph?
Yeah, how about you do it since you closely resemble a child?
What? But
Do it. You wanted an adventure. This is your adventure, investigating a vandalism. And since you closely resemble a child, maybe you can get some information that the children won't want to give to us. People tell kids things.
go up to the door. Trick or treat.
Right? She knows
Yeah.
I'm right.
Trick or treat, where were you this morning?
Yep.
You look all cute and innocent and lovely, and people will talk to people like that.
Now, there's a perk in Fallout, like I think Child at Heart, where you get extra dialogue options when you speak to children, and it comes at apparently it's super useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids are just super easy to talk to. Like, all the years working with kids, they're so innocent and sweet. Everyone automatically feels comfortable around them.
But also, they remember everything and will tell other adults.
Here's the problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, they want to talk.
Here's the problem, though, is that Saph may be good with kids, but I, as a person, am not.
Just pretend like you're talking to anyone else. That's the point.
Why don't you roleplay as someone who is?
Yeah.
You're in luck because I am not a child.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, you're not actually talking to a child.
Because I am not a child.
Okay. Do we get a name for the father?
You did not get the father's name.
Do we get a number for the house, the apartment?
It's upstairs. We just walked
It's
upstairs.
upstairs.
Okay. I knock on the door. I go, "Hello."
Just a minute. Hold on. You hear a bunch of clanging and clattering and running footsteps. And then the door opens and it's a gnome. He cracks the door open. What can I do for you, miss?
Hi. We're friends of Fenna's. She said that she lived here, and we were wondering if we could have a chat.
I've never seen you around before. You sure you're Fenna's friends?
Well, we're new friends.
Hey, excuse me. We just want to talk to your children.
Let me talk to your kids.
Let me talk to your
Yeah,
kids.
okay.
Hi, we're strangers from downstairs. Let us talk to your
I
kids.
have candy.
Hold on. First of all, Justin, you're playing this all wrong. You're supposed to be a cop investigating a vandalism. The reason we came up here was to see if any of them had anything to do with it. The reason I wanted you out in front is because you're sweet and innocent and you can...
Why don't we do it okay, let's get Scar to talk to the father and he'll invite us in, we'll have tea or whatever, and then you can be like, I have to use the bathroom or whatever, and then Saph will run off and then find the kids playing or whatever and then ask them questions separately.
Yeah, that's how I thought about that going down.
So then why didn't you knock?
Because you would have gotten us in the door with your cuteness.
Oh my God. Scar, just be like, we have some questions. Can we come in?
Okay, so I'm going to step up behind Scar and look at the gnome and say...
Saph?
Saph, yeah, I'm Scar. She just said Scar, so it was in my head. I'm going to step up behind Saph and look at the gnome directly and say, I'm a copper mantle. I have some questions for you.
Oh, is there something wrong? I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
Not necessarily something wrong. We just have some questions. Could you please invite us in?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Come right in. Panna, get down off of there. I'm sorry. I've got all 8 kids on my hands, so it's a little troubling at times. But please come in.
I look at him and I go, "It's okay. You can answer her questions. I can preoccupy the kids."
Oh, if you don't mind, that would be great. Okay, so there's Panna and Link and Fleck and Fnock and Letty and Jube and Redalek and Ravra Black.
Jube's my favorite. 100%.
It would have been really hilarious if they were all named after vegetables.
That would have been cute.
This is Radicchio. This is...
Radicchio and Endive, and that's Broccoli Rob. And
I just watched What a Girl Wants with Amanda Bynes, and
Yes!
they're like, they've got Peach and Pear.
Peach and
They're like,
Pear.
we've got a sister named Parsnip.
Yeah, she doesn't get out much.
She doesn't get much.
I love that movie.
okay, so how can I help you today? Is something wrong with Fenna?
Well, nothing's wrong with Fenna. We're here to investigate the vandalism of, what's his name? Light by the River?
Lights
by River?
by the roof.
Lights by the River.
Oh, the tabaxi from across the way, huh?
Yes, we're here investigating the vandalism of his cart.
That's horrible news. Horrible news. It's got to be 3 or 4 times now. So that's horrible. It's so rough to see another merchant, being down on their luck like that.
I'm gonna roll and see if he's just being a little too eager with that.
Oh, you would know, wouldn't you?
In the meantime, while she's rolling that, I would like to scream, "Jube, get that out of your mouth!"
I just picture just these 8 gnome children just rolling around, and the picture I have of Saph running around trying to wrangle him is adorable.
Yeah. The gnome children are about 1.5 feet apiece. They're about 18 inches tall, running around.
So, how tall is Saph? Like 2 feet?
4.
4 feet, that's right.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's adorable. So I rolled a 15.
I'm sorry, what were you... whether or not
Insight.
he was being too eager with that.
Yeah, insight.
You feel that he's being sincere.
Damn it. I need bad guys. This is not...
Dude, all these honest gnomes.
Can I roll like a retroactive insight sort of on Godiva? Like I'm as if my character's been thinking about it.
Roll a history.
A history instead. Okay. All right. That's gonna be 4.
You remember her as a kind old woman, and you're still thinking about that jerky. It tasted so good and so sweet.
Okay, thank you.
I think we may need to go back and talk to her, though, and roll some insights.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about Lights by the River? Do you know anything about him?
I mean, I've never really talked with him. He seems to be an upstanding fellow, and he sells cabbage. I mean, what else do you want me to say?
Do you know anybody that he associates with outside of being a merchant?
No, I haven't really spoken with him. I've got my hands full with these, 8.
Do you know anyone that would have a grudge against your wife?
Besides me? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Dru actively does not laugh.
No, not that I know of. Everyone loves Fenna.
I really hate this.
I hate this. All right, can we switch over to Saph questioning the kids?
Are all the kids like super young? Was she like an octomom? Like she had them all the same time, or?
It looks like there's a set of triplets. There are 2 sets of triplets and a set of twins.
Damn.
How long are the pregnancies of gnomes? Are they any different?
What's the gestation period?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Thank you. I couldn't remember.
My Google algorithms are going to be so weird.
I feel like you should just take like, so you know how like elephants are like super long, and then there are other ones that are only like 2 or 3 months long, and then ours is like 9, so it should be somewhere in between that, right?
Yeah, somewhere in between like 3 months and like 3 years. Yeah, I would assume.
Here we go. Pregnancy and gestation periods of various races. That's what I'm looking for.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
I mean,
It's the internet.
Oh my God.
I was wondering, so.
There's an answer to this question.
What the hell?
This isn't something Nathan's going to make up. This is an actual...
What's that, Jordan? Rule 34? You can find anything on the internet?
I can't
It is,
believe.
I think you're thinking of a different rule.
That's a specific thing.
For gnomes, it is 13 months.
Really?
Why is it that long?
Hmm.
I feel like it shouldn't be longer than a human. They're tiny.
But do they live longer than humans?
Yes, they do.
Oh, that makes sense. I feel like Dragonborn is probably closer to like elephant gestation, or do they just lay eggs? Like, how does that work?
Well, they probably lay eggs.
Dragonborn are not on here.
I'm sorry. I'm going to pull an Adam Scott right now. Like, I have to correct you. It's going to annoy me if I don't correct you. Justin, Rule 34 is that anything in the real world, there's a porn of it on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, that's Rule 34. You said, isn't Rule 34 just if it exists, it's on the internet? That's a different rule.
Okay.
These are two
If
different
it
rules.
exists, porn of it is on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah, so gnome porn with gestation periods on the internet.
Okay, a gestational period is not porn. Those are 2 different things.
I think you're looking at it wrong.
No, it's all combined in one video.
Oh my God. This conversation. Where are you getting these rules from? I'm confused.
You don't know the rules?
No.
Of the internet?
No. That's a thing? Is it like written down? I'm so confused.
Yeah, look it up on the internet.
It's passed down from generation to generation on stone tablets.
I'm an older millennial, so I don't know what the hell y'all are talking about.
You're only like, what, 2 or 3 years older than me?
3 years older than you. And I feel like that makes a difference when it comes to like the years of technology.
3 years is like the difference between I guess the original iPhone and the iPhone 4, I guess.
Well, what I'm saying is like in high school, I had a pager. Even in high school, you had a cell phone, I bet.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, but you had Newgrounds. You have no excuse to not know these.
I had what?
Newgrounds.
What the fuck is that?
www.newgrounds.com. Flash animations and games on the internet.
I don't know. Like, I didn't know what Leroy Jenkins was until like last year. So like,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, when did you get a computer in your house that you could access whenever you wanted to?
like freshman year, maybe.
Okay, that's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. I'm old. Like,
It's not that you're old, it's just that you didn't get a computer in your house that you could access regularly until that kind of stuff had already taken on, like, had been a thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I missed out on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's just because she didn't have one in her house, dudes. All right, anyway, let's
Yeah.
go back. What are we doing?
Talking to the kids.
Talking to the kids.
Safina, you're up.
Oh boy, this is going to be bad.
Just pretend that you're me around Kayla.
Oh, look at you. Aren't you cute? Give me a high five.
No, Nathan's gonna be like, he's 15.
Knock is looking at you with a blank expression and is not giving you a high five.
Does me.
How about a down low?
Why would you do this to Justin? He's gonna cry.
Knock gets down off of your lap and goes and runs after Panna and Jube. At this point, Link gets up on your lap and goes, "Lady, I see kitties. Meow."
Like kittens, meow?
No, kitties. Meow. They play with a ball
Where are the kitties?
on the street.
Do you play with the kitties on the street?
No.
I need something to go over here, man.
Oh my god, you just got your answer. On the street with a ball. Cabbage looks like a ball.
So the kitten's destroyed?
Ask what color the ball is.
What color's the ball?
Link starts doing that weird thing that kids do where they like put their head into the crook of their shoulder.
Oh my god, they totally do that.
He's being my nieces right now, and it's specifically Lydia, and I love it.
There are lots of balls.
See, I told you. What color are they?
What color balls?
This color and this color.
And what are you pointing to?
She's pointing at her pants and her shirt. And her pants are green and her shirt is purple.
Aha, Cabbage!
How many kitties?
1. Meow.
Was it a big kitty?
Big kitty.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Big kitty.
This is so good.
Fuck my life.
Told you, kids like to talk.
When did this happen?
It was dark.
Nighttime or morning?
I don't know.
Oh god, I wish we were recording this video.
Was it when you should have been sleeping?
Oh my god, I can't.
What were you doing up?
I heard crash.
Huh?
I got scared.
Comfort her, you weirdo.
I pat her on the head a little bit.
Do it again.
I pat her on the head with both of my hands back and forth.
I love this and I hate this.
Oh boy. Okay. I turn to Scar and I like, come here.
I walk over to Safina.
Link looks afraid when Scar walks over and hugs at Saph.
Oh. I give her a big hug and I say, this is my friend. You don't have to be scared of her. She's not a big meanie.
That's my least favorite thing that kids do.
I was trying to think of what I could roll to like make her not afraid of me.
I mean, you're a big ass tiefling and she's little. Why don't you get down on her level?
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to see if there was something I could roll to like make her laugh or make her see that I'm not scary.
Roll a performance.
I was gonna roll for animal handling. No, just kidding.
That's a good roll for performance. And do like a little like something.
You've got prestidigitation, don't you?
No. The one spell I know is thaumaturgy, and that's scary.
I was like, thaumaturgy, well, you can make stuff like change color.
Thaumaturgy can?
Yeah. You can, why don't you channel Tonks for a second? Just change the color of your skin.
Oh, can I do that? That's cool.
That's prestidigitation, not thaumaturgy.
Oh, I thought thaumaturgy changes the color of stuff.
Flames. Change the color of flames, not people.
Well, can you do just like a little flame in your hand to make it change colors? That would be cute.
There's a candle nearby.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make it green like her shirt. or her pants. And then I'm gonna turn it green, and then I'm gonna turn it purple, like her clothes.
Okay, roll me a performance, please.
I did roll it. It's 16.
What do you say when you're doing this as well?
Who's? I don't know who it is, right? I don't know their name.
This is Link.
No, but I don't know that.
Oh, no, you don't.
I can't tell any of them apart. And I'm just like, I guess I'm just like, hey there, watch this. And then
Want to see a magic trick?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Want to see magic?
She kind of looks at you when you say magic, but she's still hugging on to Saph. And then you change the color of the flame, and she kind of turns around and sits and looks at it. And then it goes from green to purple, and she gets really excited. And she sees your hand is outstretched, and she tries to look at your hand to figure out where the magic's coming from.
Aw, cute.
That's so cute. All right, I'm going to get down on, I guess, like on the floor. I'm going to like sit cross-legged, like in front of Saph. And it's really bulky and annoying because, like, my weapons are...
And she's still huge.
Yeah, I'm big and my weapons are, like, all getting in the way and stuff.
Don't you have a tail?
I do.
Yeah, watch out for the other 7 children with that thing.
I can still sit. My tail doesn't have a mind of its own.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's like you've also got a big old tail, like, wrapped around you, too.
Yeah, so, that's what I do. So when I sit down, I, like, you know how, like, when girls are wearing dresses... and they put their hand under so they can put it under their legs. I kind of do that with my tail, but I like sweep it around me so it's not, it doesn't get stepped on by these little animals. Yeah, so I do that and I sit down and I say, what's your name?
Link.
Hi, Link.
What's your name?
I'm Scarlet.
Hi, Scarlet.
But you can call me Scar because I only let my friends call me Scar.
I have a scar.
Where's your scar?
She lifts up her shirt and she's got a scar on her side by her ribs.
What happened?
Knock pushed me. I fell.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm better.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, so what's going on, Saph?
Link saw a big kitty rolling green and purple balls in the street, and I wink.
Wow. How big was this kitty?
As big as you.
That's a big kitty. Yeah, really. That's a big kitty.
Yeah. Meow.
Do you remember anything about the kitty? Like what color it was? Was it wearing clothes?
It was gray and wore pants.
Oh, that must have been funny, a kitty in pants.
Yeah.
He's just such a realistic child.
You remember when I said I'm not a child?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling us that. You're very smart.
And I go, yes, you are. I pat her on the head.
I'm gonna like gesture to Saph that like I'm gonna do that head thing and like say, yeah, let's get going.
I look at Link and I go, can I get a high five? I gotta get going.
She jumps up to your level and gives you a high five.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Bye.
Wait a second. I wave.
She waves.
She waves back.
Somebody already waved back to you, remember?
Yeah, but very few people have, and it makes me excited.
And you say you're not a child?
Nice.
Yeah, so I clumsily get up off of the floor. It's hard being that close to the ground. And I go back over to the table where Aggamir and Dru have been talking to. Did we ever get this guy's name?
No.
Oh my god, I feel so dumb. Can we retroactively know his name?
Sure.
Can we say that we asked him at some point during our, like, tea conversation?
Yep. His name is Pimdet. Pimdet the gnome.
You got some cute kids there, Pimdet.
Oh, thanks. They keep me young.
Yeah. Thank you for taking time out of your day. And I know you're busy with the youngins, so we'll get out of your hair.
Okay, well, I hope you find who has been wrecking that River's cart. It's a real shame.
Saph gives it a boy howl, and I go, I reckon we will.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you later. Have a good one.
Okay, so we're gonna go out into the street so that Fenna can't hear us. And Saph and I are gonna relay what Link told us to Dru and Aggamir. What is a big kitty? What species is that?
Yeah, that's the question. It's a big kitty with pants?
Tabaxi.
For those of you at home that may not know, a tabaxi is a cat person.
Yes.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Oh, I knew it was a cat person. I'm just being a fucking idiot. I cannot believe I didn't think about that he's the kitty.
Yeah. So
He did it for the insurance money, after all.
I heard tabaxi and just was like, yeah, that's a thing. I didn't know what it actually was.
So gnomes have dark vision. Is her remembrance of the cat being gray reliable, or would that just be because it was dark?
Could be.
Yo, kids are fucking perceptive.
Can we roll a history to know what color lights by the river was?
Sure.
Rolling. Keep those prices rolling.
Who's rolling it?
I rolled a 16.
I got an 18.
Yeah, you all remember that Lights by the River is a gray tabaxi.
Wearing only pants?
Wearing only pants.
Uh-oh.
Well, hold on now. All she said was that he was playing with them.
She heard a crash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she said she heard a crash and that he was playing with them. And he said that he just came up and it was like this morning.
Yeah.
And she said that it was dark when it happened too. He said that he didn't get there till later that morning.
Yeah, well, what's like the witching hour like? Like outside wise? Like what is it?
It's like 3 a.m.
Okay, so it is dark but getting lighter.
I've got a theory. Is that he sabotaged his own cart in order to make it look like it was Fenna.
So that he could shut her down, yeah.
And get her arrested.
Yeah, I get it. But it's 3 or 4 times now? Like, that's a little much.
I am ready to put this intimidation to work.
Oh. Let's go.
Yeah, you're pissed that this guy made you intimidate a working mother.
Right?
Like, has Aggamir been told this information?
Yes. We just told you guys.
Your grandmother was a tabaxi. He's given tabaxi a bad name.
Yeah, if that's cool. I'm going to storm right across the market up to River.
Be my guest.
All right.
He sees you coming and he starts to turn and run.
No.
And that's where we're going to end.
Oh, no.
Chase.
The chase is afoot.
This is such a side quest episode.
I love it.
As far as side quests go, I like this. And we also, speaking of side quests, the child that gave us all that information was Link.
Yeah.
Talk about side quests. Like,
Yes. I love it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I love that Link was a girl.
Yes.
That made me happy.
Should have a brother named Zelda.
Yeah. I have friends who just had a baby, named him Lincoln, and they call him Link, and I think that's really cute.
Yeah, I know a few people that have kids or, who's it? One's a girl. Her name is Lincoln. And it's not because Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard named their kid Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
This happened before that happened. But their kid's name is Lincoln, too. I bet you they call her that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for listening to the episode. I had a great time DMing. I hope my players had a great time playing. And I hope you had a great time listening. Let's see. Who's the village idiot this week? I'm going to have to say it's not one of the players, or not one of the player characters, but one of the players. I'm going to name not Saph, but Justin the Village Idiot for thinking that I couldn't do a spot-on child impression.
Oh my goodness.
I never said that.
You were very doubtful.
I'm an award-winning actor.
I never said you couldn't do a good child impression. I said I wasn't good with children, and then somebody said that you weren't. No, you said you weren't a child.
Yeah. He was like, I don't want to talk to kids. They freak me out. And you were like, I'm not a kid. And then you proceeded to be a child.
Yeah.
I tricked you.
That's unfair.
So thank you so much for listening. I have to name someone as the Village Idiot. That was a fun episode. So
It was.
it was weird. Thanks for the side quest, Nicole.
What was I supposed to do?
Speaking of Nicole, we've got social media, right?
Yeah, we do. We have a Twitter. You can go to @VillageIdiotPod and talk to all of us on there. Or if you want to talk to one of us personally, you can find me at Nicole the Nerdy.
You can find me at JRoma20.
You can find me at Neurotic Good.
You can find me at Village Idiots DM.
And I'm too busy wrongfully intimidating good people to be messing with social media. So
That's kind of what social media is all about. So,
Have you been on Twitter?
Yeah.
Pictures of cats and intimidating people. Yep.
Big kitties.
heard about it. Seems like a nightmare.
So, yeah, we also have a website. You can go to villageidiotspodcast.com. There's tons of great stuff up there. You can find the tally for Aggamir getting his own ship on there. We're keeping track of how much gold he has. There's lots of art, and there's going to be a blog, and you can find out all about us on there.
Fun Fact Friday.
Oh, yeah, Fun Fact Fridays. You can also find a link to our Patreon there.
Speaking of Patreon, want to hear more from your favorite idiots? Well, you're in luck because we've officially launched our Patreon. For just a couple bucks a month, you'll have exclusive access to some DM insights with Nathan, What's What with Dilly and Dally, and even a mini prequel campaign set in the world of Lanamora. If that's too much of a commitment for you, we'd love if you could leave us a quick review on iTunes. We thrive on your praise.
Thanks again so much for listening. We hope that you had a great time. I know we always do. So until next episode, bye.
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 Jordan waved. Bye.